Hey everyone, so we are back with our Mindful Monday meditation and stretching time with our friend Kristen Smechny, and she's going to take it away. All right, Kristen.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to be here with you. This evening, we're just going to take about 30 minutes to get into some nice deep poses to stretch out your muscles and take a little bit of time to relax and have a little bit of meditation while you do some good for your body. So I'm going to start my timer here. And let's just start in this nice seated position. Take a nice deep breath in, close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, release your chin down to your chest. Inhale as you lift your head, and exhale as you release your chin down to your chest. Inhale again as you lift your head, and exhale again, lowering your chin down to your chest. Inhale as you lift your chin. Exhale as you lower your chin to your chest and roll your left ear to your left shoulder, elongating the space between your ear and your shoulder. And then lower the chin back down to the chest and roll it to the other side. Lower again, chin down to the chest and roll to the right. And lower and roll over to the right. Lower the chin back down to the chest. Take a nice deep breath in and bring the arms overhead, reaching up nice and high through the fingers, down through the shoulders. And lower the arms down as you release the chin. And again, inhale as you lift the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And lower the arms down, chin to chest. Take your left arm and bring it in a nice arc over the side of the body for a side stretch, pressing into the hip, reaching out through the fingers. And then inhale as you lift and take it to the opposite side. Inhaling again as you lift and exhale into that side stretch. And inhale as you lift and exhale to the opposite side. Inhale as you bring both arms overhead, and exhale as you open the arms, lifting the chest up to the ceiling, gaze going high. And inhaling as you bring your arms overhead, exhaling as you bring the elbows into the chest, curling through the back. Inhale again as you lift the arms overhead, opening up the chest to the ceiling, shoulder blades coming together. And inhale as you lift up, and exhale as you roll through the chest, elbows coming in to meet the ribs. Inhale as you lift all the way up through the arms, open the arms down to the side, and left arm takes a nice big arm circle. Good. Last one. And we're going to switch arms, taking the right arm up and around. Big arm circle here. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you descend. And take one more. And take a nice deep breath in, bringing the arms overhead. And exhale, bringing the chin down to the chest, clasping the hands together and back, and pulling the shoulder blades together. Inhale as you lift up through the chest and the chin. Clasp the hands together in front and press the arms away from the body. Turn the palms in towards the chest and lift the arms overhead, shoulders down, but reaching up high through the arms. And then open the arms to the side, lift the chest to the ceiling. And inhale as you take that left arm, reaching over into that side stretch. And inhale and taking it to that opposite side. And release both arms down. Coming onto hands and knees. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the belly and lift the chest. And then reverse the curl, lifting the top of the spine up to the ceiling, hips tucked under. Exhaling as you open up into that cow with the belly drop and the chest lifted. And inhale as you lift through the chest, top of the back up to the ceiling, hips tucked under. And release to a nice flat neutral back. Take your right arm, and with your exhale, reach it out in front of you. Keeping the arm right next to the ear, the fingertips reach out from the shoulder. And lower down, and inhale and exhale that opposite arm, reaching it out. And lower down. Take a deep breath in, and exhale as you reach that right leg out behind you. Keeping the hips parallel, the leg parallel to the floor. Lower down, deep breath in, and left leg reaches out behind you with parallel hips. Good, release the leg, take a deep breath. We're going to take right arm and left leg and reach it out at the same time. Deep breath in and exhale as you reach arm and leg. The arm is right next to the ear. The leg is parallel to the floor. Extend from fingertip to toe. And lower. Deep breath in and exhale. Left arm, right leg. Reaching out from fingertip to toe. And lower down. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hips high, coming up into a downward dog. So the weight is in the heels. Press back through the arms. Walking the heels one at a time. And then press both heels back into the mat. And come forward into your plank. Lift the hips up high and press again into your downward dog. And forward into your plank. Now you can always modify this by placing the knees on the floor. Lift up again and press the hips back, extending through the torso, dropping the heels and coming into your plank. And one more time, let's lift up into that downward dog. And coming into your plank. Let's drop the knees wide, uncurl the toes, and bring the hips back to the heels. Extend long through the torso, drop the forehead down to the mat, walk the fingertips forward. Lifting up on the hands and knees, straighten out the legs behind you, lift the chest, turn the gaze to the ceiling, let the hips drop to the floor. And then curl the toes under and lift the hips high to your downward dog. Dropping the knees wide again. The hips drop to the floor, the chest lifts. And then press the hips back to the heels in your extended child's pose. And let's do that again. Coming into that flow, dropping the hips and lifting the chest. Curling the toes under and lifting into your downward dog. Dropping again down onto the legs in that up dog. And then extended child's pose, hips back to the heels. One more time, coming forward, dropping the hips and lifting the chest. Curl the toes under into downward dog. Right legs going all the way up to the ceiling. In your lifted leg. And lower down. And then other leg lifts that left leg high to the ceiling. And down. Good, come down into your plank. Drop to your knees, lift your chest, extend the legs, and press back into your extended child's pose. And coming forward into that up dog, curl the toes under, lift into your downward dog. Left leg lifted high to the ceiling. And taking it down. Right leg lifting high to the ceiling. And lowering down. Coming into your plank. Dropping down onto the legs, lifting the chest. Extend a child's pose. Knees wider together, hips back to the heels. Coming onto hands and knees, drop the hips. Toes under, lift up into your downward dog. Bend both knees, and right leg is coming into your side lunge. So the right foot is right next to the right hand with the toes pointed out to the corner, heels are in, everything is parallel. You can modify this by dropping down onto the back knee. Good, and slowly lift back up into your downward dog. Taking it to the other side, to your left side lunge. Toes out to the corner, heels in. Again, you can modify this by dropping down onto the knee. And bringing that front foot back into your downward dog. Come into your plank. Drop the knees down, lift the chest. Bring the hips back to the heels. Coming forward again, opening up the hips, pressing down through the shoulders, curl the toes under to your downward dog. Right leg lifts nice and high to your three-legged dog, and then sweep that down into that side lunge. Toes to the corners, back leg is straight or bent. And then swing that front leg nice and high back up into that warrior three. Sorry, that three-legged dog. And then lower down. Coming into your plank. Drop down to the knees, lift the chest. And hips back to heel. Again, lifting up with that inhale, opening up that chest with the exhale. Curling the toes under, hips coming high. Left leg is lifted up into that extended leg. And then bring it down and around to that side lunge. Toes to the corners. Take a nice deep breath and sweep the leg high up to the ceiling behind you. And lower down into your downward dog. Drop down onto the knees, lift the chest, press out through the shoulders. And hips coming back to the heels. Inhale as you come forward again, curling the toes under, lifting the hips nice and high. Right legs lift into your three-legged dog. And then down into your side lunge. This time bending that back leg, lifting the chest. And you can stay here, or let's take a little rotation through the torso as you bring the arm up and around. Gaze to the back. And lift, reaching the arm overhead, coming back around, extending that back leg up, and the front leg sweeps up to the ceiling. And down to the floor. Drop the knees, the chest comes high. Extended child's pose. Coming forward again, hips, drop, chest lift, toes under, hips high. Left leg lifts in your three-legged dog, And then bring it down to that side lunge, toes in, out and heels in. Drop in the back leg. And then hold it here, or for a spinal twist, take that left arm and bring it up and around. Bring it back around. Hands down, extend through the back leg, and the front leg lifts high into that three-legged dog. And lower to your downward dog. Drop to the knees, and just sit back, hips to heels, and come to hero's pose. Take a nice deep breath. And we've been down for a while, so maybe just rotate the wrists side to side. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale the arms forward. Coming onto hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips nice and high. Bend both knees and right leg steps forward into the lunge. Turn that back foot to a 45-degree angle and rotate the arms up. Reach out from arm to arm. Stack the hips, the wrists, the shoulders. Extend through that torso a little bit more. And then bring the front hand down on the front leg. And the back hand reaches up and around, opening up the chest, arm right over the ear. And then lift up back to that warrior two. Turn the palm up with the front hand and lift it up to the ceiling. Reaching through the torso, fingertips high to the ceiling. And then back to warrior two. Opening up the hips. Take that back hand and rotate it around as the back foot pivots. Lunging down into your crescent lunge. Knee is right over the ankle. Lift up tall through the torso. Reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Release the arms down next to the foot. Place the hands down next to the foot. And then the front foot comes up into your downward dog. Walk the feet. Heels coming down one at a time. Pressing both feet down towards the floor. Walking the feet up to the hands. Bend the knees and roll up to a stand. Inhaling as you lift up. Good. Exhale as you swan dive and forward fold, chest coming down to the thighs. Left leg is going to come back into your lunge. Turn that back foot and rotate the arms up to your warrior two. Shoulders are dropped, reaching out from arm to arm. Gaze over the front hand. Hips, ribs, shoulders are stacked. Reach out a little further through that torso. Drop the front arm down as the back arm reaches towards the wall in front of you. Gaze goes high. And then inhale as you rotate those arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then lower the arms back to warrior two. Take that back hand, swivel it around into your crescent lunge. Lower further down into the hip. Lift up tall through the torso. Release the arms down next to the foot. Take the front foot back to meet the back foot in your downward dog and walk the heels. Press both heels down into the mat. Drop down onto your knees and bring your hips back to your heels. Take a nice deep breath in as you bring your arms overhead. As you exhale, take your right arm and bring it to the outside of your left leg and turn the gaze to the back. Using your arms as levers, feeling that nice spinal twist. And then releasing and swiveling in the opposite direction. Left hand to the outside of the leg, gaze goes to the back. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and one side stretch. And then the other. Good. Both arms lift. Open your chest to the ceiling. Shoulder blades come together. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you bring the elbows into the chest, curling the shoulders. Inhale as you lift all the way up, and exhale the arms down to the side. Swivel off onto your hips on the floor. The legs are straight out. I just have to shift my computer again here. Good. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale as you lift up and flex the feet. Take a deep breath. Reach up tall through the torso and extend the torso down over the legs. Let the shoulder blades come apart, the chest closer to the thighs, and roll up to a seated position. Keep the right leg straight and the left leg bends to meet it. Sitting up really tall on those sitting bones. Take a nice deep breath in, flexing the front foot. Lift up higher through the torso and exhale the chest down to the leg. Inhale as you lift. Open the arms. Take the bent leg and wrap it around the front leg. Knee to knee. Little toe kind of tucked behind you. Sitting up tall on the sitting bones. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you release the chest over the bent leg. Inhale as you lift. Taking that cross leg and making it into a figure four position. Letting the knee drop. Again, sitting up tall on those sitting bones. And maybe you stay here and you let the chest drop to the leg. Take it a little further. You can bend that bottom leg. Taking your hands, giving yourself a little press up and forward with the torso. And to take it a little bit further, you could take that bottom leg and cross it underneath and let the top leg drop. And wherever you are, make sure both sitting bones are down on the floor and you're sitting up nice and tall on top of them. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you tilt forward. Inhale as you lift up, and let's uncross those legs. Extending the left leg, the right leg is bent. Again, sitting up tall on those sitting bones. Take a deep breath in and exhale over that top leg. Inhaling as you lift up. Taking this bent leg and crossing it over, knee to knee, little pinky toe tucked back, sitting up tall on the sitting bones. Deep breath in and exhale forward. Inhaling as you lift up. Uncrossing that leg a little bit and making a figure 4 with that leg. Holding it here. And here's where you have those options. You can tilt forward in this position. You can bend that bottom leg. Use your hands as levers. Lift your chest up and forward. Or you can cross underneath and let the leg lower down. And wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in and exhale as you tilt forward. Inhale as you lift up. Uncross the legs. Bring them out in front of you. Drop the legs down to the right and gaze to the left. Coming center and let the legs straight to the right and gaze to the left. And again, coming to the center and letting the legs fall to one side, gaze, turning to the opposite. And coming into the middle and switching sides again. Good. Coming to the center, crossing the legs. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you take the right arm to the left leg and spinal twist. Maybe this time you can get around a little bit further. Coming to the center, exhaling as you twist in the opposite direction. Coming to the center, bringing both legs up together and extending them forward. Nice deep breath in as you lift up through the chest. Exhale as you tilt forward, chest coming to the thighs. And roll through the back all the way up, reaching the arms overhead and exhaling forward. Rolling through the back, inhaling as you lift. And exhaling forward. Rolling through the back. Inhaling as you lift. Bringing the arms down to the side. Good. Just sit in any comfortable position. Cross legs, or maybe they're straight forward. Roll the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, bring the arms overhead. Bring the arms down to the side, drop the chin to the chest. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And come center. And take it to the opposite side. And come to the middle. And take another deep breath in as you bring your arms overhead. And exhale, release the arms, release the chin to the chest. Another nice deep breath in, bring your hands centered to prayer. And lowering to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. I hope you took some time to feel nice and stretched out and have a little bit more peace of mind. I hope that carries with you throughout the evening, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great evening.